Hi, I'm Ganesh and I've built two tools, Crosscheck and Argus, which are built on Cognee that solve one major problem. AI never notices when your sources contradict each other. So Crosscheck is a research copilot with persistent memory that flags when two sources disagree, like a database that's doing 50,000 requests per second in 2021, but it does only 10,000 requests per second in 2024. Argus, on the other hand, uses the same engine and points at money. It catches where invoices, contracts, and P0s disagree and tells you how much you're losing. So let's have a look at the tech and architecture behind Crosscheck. Everything inside Crosscheck runs on Cognee. It's fully offline on a local Llama through Ollama. It has no cloud, no keys. Cognee is a memory layer which has the storage, the knowledge graph, the graph visualization, and cited retrieval. So the key architectural decision is basically a small local model that flattens numbers inside the graph. For example, 50,000 requests per second, which becomes a generic node and the value is lost. So instead of just trusting the graph for contradictions, we extract faithful claims, which are like subject, predicate, and the object straight from the raw text, keeping the number verbatim within its source and data. Then a two-stage engine, a deterministic structural pre-filter, finds the same fact, different value pairs, and an LLM judge that confirms they can't both be true. Both are built using FastAPI and Python, and both the apps can be served from a single hub. So let's have a look at Crosscheck. The graph that we see here is basically its memory and it's just reloaded. So it actually caught two different disagreeing thoughts from the databases that was supplied. So these are basically three different databases and they are actually having a lot of nodes which are interconnected, showing us the backtracking sources. So you can see that there are two contradicting outputs, which is 50,000 requests per second in 2021 and 10,000 requests per second in 2024. With who said what and when. Now let's have a look at Argus, which is the same engine which is pointed at money. So right away you can see that this shows a $5,300 leakage across three issues. A $2,400 discount the contract promised but the invoice never applied. A $2,000 overbill against a purchase order and a $900 tax overcharge, each with its exact documents and dates. Now, if you look at its pipeline, you can go to How It Works tab and it shows us a transparent one which has a number of documents read which are 4, the number of money terms extracted which are 6, 3 possible conflicts, and 3 confirmed leaks. So, looking at all this, I got to know that there's some potential to its growth and learning. So, the biggest lesson is that catching sources that disagree is actually a primitive and not a feature. Once Crosscheck worked, I basically started building Argus on the same engine, which took me 2 to 3 hours.